start our Camino on foot. This is usually how I roll, right there. We're getting ready to start the Camino. Looks like they are getting ready to start, or they're ending here in St. John on a donkey. Throughout the world, people light candles for various sacred reasons, to evoke spirit, to solidify intentions, to offer blessings. Oftentimes, lighting a candle is to express words, express what words can't. And that's exactly why we're lighting them today. We're getting ready to start the Camino. We're on our way to Orison. Thankfully, the mountain is open, so we can go up and over the Pyrenees. We're literally 12 minutes after leaving St. John, and we already see somebody's offloaded some shoes they don't need. We met some people with some super heavy packs. Wow. We're talking like 25, 30 pounds. Unbelievable.
Well, we found some moving poo. Good morning. It is Saturday, September 28th.
Which is?
My birthday. We just left Saint Jean Pied de Port.
About
an hour ago. On our way to Orison. The views are phenomenal.
I'll see if I can do this since you're a bit camera shy.
Okay. Yeah, it's just breathtaking. We're on our way to Orison for the evening. We just met
about 5 miles.
And we just met a nice couple from North Carolina. talk to them for a little bit. They are also staying at Orison, so we'll see them more this evening. But yeah, can't get enough of these views.
So there's two choices pretty much after you leave St. John, Pierre de Port-France. As your first stopping point, about 5 miles up is a place called Orison. The next place is about 15 and a half miles. The place in Orison only has about 26 or 28 beds. So the vast majority of people have to go onto Roncesvalles, or they have to take taxis back to St. John or further ahead to where they can find a place to sleep. So when I was doing the Camino in 2017, on this uphill part up the Pyrenees, I met a guy who was on like his 6th or 7th Camino, I think. And he said, if you start the Camino like a young person, you'll finish like an old person. And if you start the Camino like an old person, you'll finish like a young person. And I thought about that and the wisdom of start slow, finish strong was absolutely fantastic advice. And so I had planned to stop at Orison anyway. So Melody and I are going to start there. The people who start fast, this first 1 or 2 days is all uphill, which is why we're out of breath. Going up the Pyrenees, we will see these people in about 4 or 5 days, and they will be limping. The impact on their joints and feet with blisters, trying to fly up the mountain and gain distance, I will be able to pick out who these people are, mostly. The first about 2.5, 3 miles after you leave St. John are all on pavement. And since most pilgrims have to keep going to Roncesvalles because there's very few beds at Orison, they have to leave early. But since Melody and I have reservations at Roncesvalles, we had the privilege of leaving late and taking a very leisurely time up and away over the Pyrenees. We've been able to enjoy the foliage, stop when we want to stop for great views, a very leisurely time. Finally, it's time to hit some natural path. After 2 hours of leisurely pavement walking, we are ready to get off the pavement. If I was a cow, this is where I would want to be. Look at my view. Did we mention we're going up the Pyrenees? Up, and away. We are 0.2 miles away from Orison, our stop tonight. How you feeling, dear?
Great.
The angels woke us up this morning, so we have felt flight of foot. Very inspired. We're so grateful for this day.
Yes.
Not just the opportunity, but that we've had phenomenal weather. Oh, I can't tell you. Absolutely so grateful.
We keep talking about Orison, so I wanted to let you know it is the name of the village and the albergue we're staying at. And along the way, so we will not carry tents. We do have sleeping bags, but there's enough infrastructure along the way that you really don't camp. You stay at everything from a municipal albergue or hostel, would be the equivalent, which could be, the municipals can be €5, and you can stay all the way up to paradors, which are, you know, fancier places to stay. There's everything in between, and we're going to do a mixture. And this is Orison that I'm walking up on. So there will be bunk beds for us to stay in, and we'll be staying in places that have big rooms where everyone sleeps. We'll do a mixture of that and private rooms. But this is our accommodation for the evening, and this will be our view.
To our first day on the Camino, and my lovely wife's birthday.
Thank you. This is our room for tonight in Orison. See, so bunk beds in the albergue. Here are, that's where I'm sleeping. This is where Alex will be sleeping. And bear with me while it gets bright here. But here is the view.
Many of the albergues have lockers where you can put your backpack and lock it up with a key. I think the lockers are mainly to keep the backpacks out of the sleeping areas, which reduces the chance of bed bugs, which is a reality on the Camino. I got bed bugs twice in 2017. I hope I don't experience that again. It was horrible. This place also has a charging port area where you lock your phone so people don't take them into the bedrooms and use them all night. It's not a problem here because there's no reception or Wi-Fi or anything. This is very typical in an albergue. They have a place for everybody to put their boots when you first come in because they don't want people tracking in mud, a bunch of junk. Place to put sticks, trekking poles. This is part of Orsan's bathroom. They have showers that are on timers. It's the only place on the Camino I know that's like this. 1 coin gives you 5 minutes. And Melody got stuck in there with conditioner in her hair. Not good times, but we figured it out because we used the sink to get it out. Quite the view while you're doing laundry. This is our first day to do laundry. We brought extra clothes to travel from Arizona to Madrid to Pamplona to St. John, and then we donated them. And now we just have one set of clothes, what we're wearing, and these that are drying. We got a nice sunny day at Orsan, which will help in the laundry drying. It is thirsty. Look, see it drinking?
Mm-hmm. Why are there snakes here?
Oh yeah, he likes that.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
This is our communal dinner at Orsan. So some of the albergues along the way will offer what they call a communal meal. So everybody that's staying in the albergue can come together and have dinner and eat together. And the albergue serves food, and it usually includes bread and wine. If the albergue doesn't do a communal meal, then usually there's a restaurant in town or restaurants that offer a pilgrim menu, and it's 3 courses. So usually you pick your first course, which could be a salad option, or sometimes a plate of pasta, some kind of quote appetizer, and then you can pick your main dish, which is usually a meat dish, but it's a main entree, and then after that is a dessert. And usually, they will feature the dessert of the region to choose from. So, but like I said, this is our communal dinner at Orsan, where we just got to literally break bread with our new friends.
In German we say, ich drücke die Daumen, I press my thumbs.
Ich drücke die Daumen. We just learned that means I squeeze my thumbs for you. It's sort of like wishing someone luck or intensely crossing your fingers for someone.